In the SEED program, we work to undo misguided assumptions about ourselves and the world. We also adopt new perspectives, calling to mind the freedom we have been granted to create a great life. Awareness of value creation, knowledge of virtue, and freedom are excellent starting points for the kind of growth we're seeking. Understanding these concepts can help clue us in to opportunities we may not have seen before. More than understanding is required, however. More than just a sound grasp of the theories behind these concepts. What good is freedom if all you can do is recognize it when you see it? What is it worth if you don't take hold of it? What can understanding virtue do for you if you don't know how to apply it or propel it into real-life action? When your conception of freedom and vocation is active, even times of great uncertainty can contain entrepreneurial opportunity. Take the story of Coco Andre, a business created by a family of chocolatiers in Texas. They didn't have time for a perfect plan, but they did have passion, knowledge, experience, and a deep connection to their vocation. So they took action. All too often, you don't have time to find the perfect plan. You have to act. SEED can help you to face the exhilarating yet sometimes daunting decision to act. Two primary habits make it possible to harness action for greatness: bias for action and basis for action. It's easy enough to get overwhelmed by what you still don't know, to let yourself stagnate in your comfort zone. This tendency toward fear and stopping short will certainly limit your capacity to act boldly and often. We have to keep moving. When we have a bias for action, we take matters into our own hands. We stop theorizing and start living. We move forward with confidence, leaving stagnation behind as we gain momentum. As entrepreneurs, there's a fine line between prejudice toward action and being inclined toward it. Prejudice for action might lead you to make foolhardy choices or enact change just for change's sake, without thinking your options through. Inclination towards action is thoughtful, but without being fearful or getting too comfortable. Simply put, you'll need to learn to ride right on the line if you hope to live a life no one can duplicate. Whether we like it or not, we must make new choices every day. And whether they're big or small, keep this in mind: the worst choice you can make is to ignore the choices you face. Steady movement is essential, of course, but it's equally important to make sure you're moving in the right direction. Is it possible for entrepreneurs to choose the right course of action every time? In one sense, our world is always changing. We can't plan for every possibility, and we certainly can't predict the future. In another sense, however, we've managed to track down a set of basic principles that can help point our lives and entrepreneurial endeavors in the right direction. Like a compass, your principles work as a basis for action. A compass doesn't stop the wind from moving your boat or protect your tires from blowing out, but it does redirect you whenever you veer off course. Having sound judgment will equip you to take proper action, as well as to recognize when you're drifting down the wrong path. Two compasses we will explore in SEED are prudence and the business model canvas. We'll call it the BMC for short. The BMC is a graphic organizer for creating effective business models. It ensures that you consider all the essential steps and helps to ensure that all your ideas will actually create the intended value. The BMC is not only useful for helping you chart out the big picture and keep track of tasks and ideas, but it also helps you to stay flexible, responding to the results and feedback from the actions you take. SEED students learn how to use the BMC with the help of a local business owner. Remember, we are in business for more than our own amusement. A business has to create value for and serve others if it is to be profitable and effective. This means business is inherently other-focused. It has to be. The virtue of prudence helps us to determine our true good and to choose the right means for achieving it. Entrepreneurs use tools like the BMC to keep their businesses focused on serving the needs of their customers. The BMC is a tool that can help create business models focused on serving others while creating value for the owners as well. You have been uniquely called to a vocation of purpose. Let's start making prudent decisions that matter. Traditionally, many businesses have relied on a written business plan. This can be helpful, for identifying opportunities and how to capture them. But business plans are inflexible, and opportunities change based on market signals and customer demand. It's better to have tools that let you adapt faster and follow your principles, putting the emphasis on taking prudent action instead of trying to figure out the perfect plan before getting started. To help you understand the BMC, you'll get to meet a local business owner. They'll explain how their business works so you can understand the principles and strategies behind their business model. You'll have the opportunity to map out their business on a BMC and discuss it. When it comes to adapting your plans and following your principles, a business and a life are similar. Tools like the BMC can help you to navigate through even the most uncertain times.